Good morning, students. Today we will continue chapter 4 further on MS Word 2016 Advanced Features 2, page number 65. So here today we will see word art. So the word art is one of the features of Word that allows you to create special text effects. What we can do with this word art? We can create special text effects. Using word art makes text on your document look more attractive. By the using this word art, what will be it? Our document will look more attractive. They can be shadowed, wavy, curved, etc. Let us learn how to use word art in our document. So first of all, like word art is simply, you can understand, like in a simple way. Suppose we are writing like this, a simple we are writing, this is your text, okay. But in the case of word art, this like some stylist format you want to write, it look like attractive, or like this you want to write, okay, and you want to fill with the some color, some special type of color it is there. So that means you are decorating your text or word. So that is your word art. Select the text, whatever. So how to do it? So select the text to which you want to apply. So first of all, you have to select the text where you want to apply it. Then after, you have to go to the insert tab. In the text group, you will find the word art, this type of menu, this kind of icon, this kind of button you will see. So there, from there, drop down menu is there, drop down box is there. This, by the drop down menu, you will select some some text which type of text you want to apply. So it's a like a demo, it's a display, you will see it here, okay. In here you will see in this window which kind of text you want to apply, which kind of styles. This is the demo one, like you are looking for this one display. From this page you can select which kind of text, which kind of style you want to apply. So there, from there you can select anyone. Then after, place the cursor where you want to add the text. After selecting it, what you have to do, then the next step, you have to place your cursor where you want to add the text. Got it? Then after click word art from the text group and select the desired already, means like you have selected, means where first of all you have to bring your mouse cursor there. Suppose here I want to insert, so first I will bring here mouse cursor, then after I will select from there, okay. So that is the one of the method. Second method is there. First, place the mouse cursor, then after click on the word art from the text group and click upon the text box which appear where the cursor was placed, highlighted the text line. So there are two methods. The first method is here, simple one. You have to go to the insert tab, and this one you have to select this option word art. Then after, this window will appear. From here you can select any style and then you can use. Second one, you have to bring the mouse cursor over there where you want to use. Then after, you have to click on the word art from the text group. Then after, you will have this type of window will be there, okay. This kind of box you will get. So here you can write your text. Suppose it is written global warming. So you will see here, it's a style is changed, means like this kind of word art has been selected. So that's why it is written like this. And you can, from here you can rotate it, you can increase the size by the help of mouse. You can bring a mouse cursor here, this corner also you can drag it. From here also you can drag it. From here also you can drag it, means wherever these dots are there, from that you can drag it. And here is this arrow is for rotating your text. You can move your text somewhere also. So this is about how to add the word art. Now next, adding picture and screenshot in the document. So what we can do, we can add the pictures also. In our document we can add picture also, we can add a screenshot. You know that what is a screenshot? A screenshot is that we are taking the picture of our screen, like our computer window, whatever the desktop is there, we will take the picture of that. Or either like in your mobile phone also you are taking a screenshot, means whatever at the present time what screen you are looking, you are taking the picture of that. Simple, that is your screenshot. A text is better understood when related picture is placed or shown with it, okay. Word allows you to add pictures to your document for the same. A picture added to your document also make document look attractive. To add pictures to your document, follow the steps. So whenever you are adding the pictures to your document looks better, more understandable, means like something you want to give, like you want to teach about the planet. So if there will be the picture of the planet, so that will be easy to understood. And if you are writing about the planet, so if we will answer the picture, so that it will be quite easy and attractive, and it is more understandable, that whose reader, that users can understand, the readers can understand it better. Now, so how we will do it? So simple, we have to some steps what we have to follow. Place the cursor where we want to insert our picture. So we will, first of all, we will place the cursor there. Then after, in the insert tab, click on the picture button under the illustration group. Under the illustration group, there is the picture button. So from that we will select, there is some options like that, this window will appear. So in this window you can see it, you can browse your documents. So either you can from this this is from this PC and picture, this folder will open. Suppose inside some drive is there, so simply you can go to the, here is the desktop, you can go, or simply the drives will be here available. Also from the drive you can browse your picture wherever it is. After browsing, after finding your picture, you are click it here on the insert tab, so that picture will be inserted to your document. So similarly the same step you can do for the screenshot. For the screenshot, what you have to do, you have to go to the same thing for the insert tab. In the insert tab you have to select the screenshot. This option you will get under the same illustration group, this screenshot. So this is the screenshot option, you can see here, this is the screenshot icon, this is the screenshot picture. There is a drop down menu is there. So whenever from this drop down menu, select the text paint. What you have to see here is that this is the drop down. From the drop down menu you have to select the text paint window, and the screenshot of the text paint window will be inserted to the document. Got it? So you can come, you can also choose, you can choose this one, text paint, means that will be inserted there, and from that screenshot you can take. Or you can do, or what you can do, you can choose the screen clipping option. This option let you to add the part of the window. You can select the area and dragging the mouse and select. Suppose you will select this screen clipping. So once you will select it, so that it will be like this kind of it will be highlighted like this kind of shapes. So from that you can drag it, means like up to here I want to take a screenshot, so you can drag it and take it. So means this much of portion of your screen, that will be taken photo, or that will be the screenshot, or that will be inserted. But here in the draw, whenever you will select the text paint window, so here what will be, that text paint window will be inserted, means whatever the drawing you have done in the text paint, so that will be inserted, full that will be inserted. Got it? Now this option, this is screen clipping. This option is only to add the part of a window. You can select the area by dragging the mouse and select the only specific area you can insert. So here whatever the area, specific portion of that your window or the screen that you want to take, and that you can enter. So you can see like this, you can insert it. This is the screen clipping and all. Okay, here is also option screen clipping. So you can assign a keyboard shortcut to type any of the available symbol. Okay, so that you can assign it for the keyboard shortcut key for this if you are using again and again. Now next we will study which is applying watermark. Watermark means you have seen it like behind your page there is some blurry type of or faded images or letters is there, so that is your watermark. Watermark is an image or text that appears mainly behind the main document. Behind of that you will see it is dim or faded. It is which kind? It is a dim or faded. What provides you with 4 predefined watermark, but you can always create your own watermark, means they are predefined, means which is inbuilt come with the MS Word. There are how many total 4 predefined watermark you will get, but you are not limited with that 4 only, you can create your own also. So here is how to do. First of all, you have to go to the design tab. In the page background, click on the watermark option. On the design tab, page background, and choose the watermark option. From the drop down list, select the customize watermark option. Printed watermark window will be appear on the screen. So you can see it, this kind of screen you will see it. Here is that something is written here, insert. This is the you can see this is the insert is written, this is faded one, this is your watermark. So here what you have to do, so this kind of window will be appear. So select the text watermark option and choose language from the language drop down list. Enter the text you want to display as watermark, like a text box it is there. Set the font size, font color, layout as per your desire, and then after click on OK. Means like what will be the size, what will be the color, what will be the style, what will be the text. So everything that you can do first, means there will be one window will be open after selecting the text watermark option. So you will see this, you can first of all you can customize which kind of watermark it should look. So after that, after doing this all, it's a color, it's a size, layout, everything you have done, then after click it on OK. So you will see that that watermark will be reflected here, you can see it here, and that will be displayed. Here is to maintain the height and width ratio of the shape, hold on the shift key while drag the shapes. So whenever you want to drag, means you simple same like that, as you have studied for like adjusting the shapes, how you are adjusting the shapes, simple by the help of mouse you are dragging. Maybe it's the height and width will be in the same ratio, but if you will if you will press the shift key, by the help of shift key you just press the shift key, then after drag and drag your shape. So you will see that the ratio of height and width will be the same, it will be in the same. So same thing, the same method you can apply for this for here also. For the watermark, you want to be in the same ratio, you have to click the shift key, you have to press the shift key from your keyboard and drag your mouse. So you will see that it will be in the same ratio, it will be adjusted. It's a dimension property will be of the same kind. Now next, you can insert the printed you can insert the picture behind your as a watermark also. So for that, what you can do, you can you can insert an image as a watermark. Here we have done the text we have entered, we can enter the picture also. So for that, in the printed watermark dialog box, select the same thing we have to do, we have to go to the design tab. In the watermark option we have to find, in that we will see that printed watermark dialog box, select what picture watermark option. So here click on the select picture button and insert dialog box will open. So once you will select this option, you will get select picture button. So then there you will get the insert dialog box and you can insert the picture, select the picture, which picture you want to display. So then after click the insert button and make sure that wash out check box is ticked. So there is the one check box is there, check box is what is this is the one box will be there and there will be ticked. So this is a check box. So you will see you have to see that, make sure that there is a wash out, make sure that the wash out box is ticked, so the picture is lightened and does not mix the text. So if you will have this box will be checked out. So what will happen, what is the use of this? So your picture will be lightened, means your picture will be have like a good visibility and does not mix with the text, and it will not mix with your text. And then after click on the watermark. So as you can see in this picture, there is a behind of this text, you can see there is a background of this document, you can see there is a picture is there. So this is to insert the watermark in your document. Next we will see applying border and shading. so we can apply the border and shading also. Border means like this is your document, so something is written is there, you can apply the border. You can shade this border also. Different kinds of border you can apply. Dotted border you can apply. So that's all you can do with this. So how you will do it? So applying border and shading, Microsoft Word allows you to improve the appearance and legibility of the text. So you can add a variety of borders and shading effects to the paragraph or to the entire page. Means you can apply it for the for the particular paragraph or for the entire page, you can do it. Okay, so to apply border and shading to a paragraph, there are some steps that we have to follow. First of all, we have to select the text. Select the text means you have to select the paragraph or the entire page, wherever you want to apply. So that one you have to select. After selecting or text, whatever means the which portion or wherever you want to apply this thing, border and shading. So first of all, you have to select that one. After that, click on the drop down arrow next to the border button in the paragraph. So where you will see this option border in the paragraph group. In the paragraph group, you will see this one border button option, and this paragraph option where you will get in the home tab. So home tab, paragraph group, then after border. So there select border and shading option from the list, and border and shading dialog box appears as shown in the figure. You can see this is the border and this is this option you will see. So here you can see like this is to apply like border like bottom border and all that, top border, left, right. This is the already defined one, but you have to go to this option. Here is the one option is there just below of that, at the last portion you can see there's the option is there just bottom of this border and shading. Once you will select this one border and shading, so you will have this window. In this window border and shading, you can you can define this style. Means your border will be simple line, dotted line, like a curvy line. What will be this? A width, it's a box, shadow, 3D, custom, and you can see the preview of this. Means now how it will look like. So that also you can see it here, and it is, and here also it is applied for the paragraph. It is applied for the document. So this also you can choose by from this drop down menu. So here is you can see. So then after what you will do, to set the border style, choose box option from the setting section, and then after select the line style under the style line list. So this is your style line list. Here from here you can choose the which kind of line style you want to apply. Then after choose the thickness, width. Here is that thickness and width you can apply. You can select it from here. By default it is a half point. And now click on the drop down to apply the selection to the paragraph. Okay, so there is the paragraph already selected. Then after click on OK. So that will be applied to your paragraph, or it's a preview. Before applying that, you can able to see here. Okay, you can also apply border around the page just on clicking page border. So this is we have applied for the particular paragraph. We can apply for the page border also, for the entire page also we can do. So just what we will do, for that we simply just click on the page border on the we have to click the page border and select desired border setting style, and then after click it on the OK. So what we will do, simple, we have to click on the page border. This is the page border option. You can see here we have to click it here, and we will go for the page border here. From here you can do this. Here is the for the shading. If you want to apply the some settings, some like a 3D or some color, some like gradients you want to apply, so you can click it here, grading, and this is the border. So there are 3 tabs under the border and setting. So this is for the border, this is for the page border, and this is for the setting. Border means how your border will look like, and this border you want to apply for the page border, so that you can choose from here. You can do it from here, page border. Got it? And this is the setting. This is how it's a color look like. Similarly, we can apply shadow by using shadow and border and setting dialog box. So that we can do. So here you can see some is here you can see this border is applied here. Okay, this paragraph has been selected and this border has been applied. If you have selected this one dotted one, like this one you have selected dash dash dash, so this border will be like dash 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 around it all. Okay, so likewise you can do it. You can practice this one, this kind of work you can do in your computer. Now next, applying drop cap. So what is it? Drop cap. Applying drop cap, Microsoft Word allows to type text formatting where you can enlarge only the first letter of a paragraph, known as drop cap. Drop cap makes document more graceful and fancy. Means, what is a drop cap? Drop cap is nothing but the first letter of your paragraph that will be the bigger one. Suppose I am start writing, here is like Microsoft Word allows. So here the word first is, which letter is there? M. So this M will be of bigger size. Simple. So if this is your drop cap. So how you can apply this drop cap? Select first the word. Select the first word of the document. So what is the word? Microsoft, the first word of the document. Then after, click on the insert tab. We will go to the insert tab and select the drop cap. In the insert tab, we will select the drop cap in the text group. Where it is? In the insert tab, in the text group, we will, in the insert tab, we will find, under the text group, we will find the drop cap. So select the desired option from the drop cap from the drop down menu. This is the one of the method. Another method, select the drop cap option from the drop cap menu and drop cap dialog box will appear, and select the dropped option. Then after, we will have to click it here. This is this option, you can see here is that option. Drop cap option is here. Here is, you can see, and from there is some some options are there, some some format, like some templates is there, how it will look like. After selecting that, you can see its output. You can see the first letter of it is now, its uppercase, means it is enlarged now, its size has been increased. So this is the use of drop cap. Here is that, if here you can read, if you have multiple shapes, you can use bring forward and send backward to fine tune ordering. You can also move a shape front and behind. So this is, we can use we can do for this. We can wrapping the text, that we can do all under the formatting. We can send behind, through, so that we can do for with the shapes. That it is about quick knowledge. Next we have to see, which is inserting cover page in the background. Okay, inserting cover page in the document. Sorry, inserting cover page in a document. So cover page of a document is the first page. Cover page, you know that in your book you have seen the first page, that is your cover page, which impresses the reader. Means the first page, the first page of any book you have seen, which is very attractive. Even your copy, you will see that the first page is very attractive, is the cover page, because it looks good, so it will be attractive. The cover of the document tells everything about the document, because the cover tells it is a which class book, like it is a class 5 book, which subject, computer, what is the name. So everything is mentioned on that. So means the about the book we can get the idea by looking the cover. To insert cover page in a document, what are the steps? So first of all, click on the cover page option in the page group in the insert tab. In the insert tab, you will find the page group. In the page group, you will see the cover page option. A built-in gallery of options will appear. So there are some inbuilt feature, inbuilt gallery, which you will see. These are the some inbuilt gallery, you will see it. So from that you have to choose according to your selection, your wish. You will select it from some more. You can get some more cover pages from the office.com. Means by connecting internet, you can get some pages you want to remove also, means which is not useful or which you don't like, so that you can remove it also. So some covers are there. These are the names of the some covers. You can see there are some names of the cover, like Asteen, Bandit. These are the names of the covers, page covers. You can select anyone. After selecting this, the title page should be first page, so the selected title page will be inserted at the beginning of the document with some text to help you write as per your requirement. So as we know that the cover page is the first page, so it will be, of course it will be inserted in the beginning of your document. Then after and there they will require some text to enter, because you have to specify, you have to write something about your document, what is the document. So enter text by clicking on the relevant field and add your own text. Then after click on OK, so your cover will be added to your document. Got it? Now this is your rewind. You can just see it about this, what is find, replace and all about. So once again you just go through this chapter, read it thoroughly and try to solve objective questions and subjective questions also. Try to solve by yourself. Okay.